French. We got James French. Another Liverpool defector. We got James French. He's our set-piece coach. He's our set-piece coach. We will score all the goals. He's our set-piece coach. Welcome, James French, another Liverpool fantastic set-piece coach. We've nicked him from Liverpool. Cry me a river, Liverpool. We go for bands, M for M. We got our James French. It's all done. We got Linders. We got Linders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Linders. We got Linders. We got Linders. He knows about everything about Liverpool. We got Linders. We have taken two of their guys, and they are not going to recover from this.
Well,
the gift that keeps on giving.
The gift that keeps on giving. It's just come out. Liverpool have made a brand new bid for Florian Wirtz.
Florian, wherefore art thou, Florian?
Whoa, that means thanks for the title, lads. Oh, how about this? 2 exclamation marks.
So is that an accepted bid then?
Oh, should we? Well, not yet, but to be fair, from what I remember reading up before, is that everything was surrounded about
Turkey update from.
Oh my god, another one.
Oh, lovely. But I've been refreshing all fucking day waiting for this.
Are you sure? Wait, hold on. Sorry, people. Welcome to Never a Foul, by the way. If you've never been here, wondering what channel is this about? Basically, we just waffle about players and our other teams. Let me check. Turkey.
318 in here.
What's the update?
So let's get the likes to 100 straight away. 335 in here. The likes have to be on 100 already.
What are
the likes on, Cass?
They are on
6, 7. No. Right. Neither of us are going to speak. Neither of us are going to speak. No speaking allowed.
Right. Sasha
Tavolieri. Hold on. No. Cass, go on YouTube. No speaking allowed until the likes are at 125.
I can't give you a straight face. I'm not going to put it to 100 on purpose. You usually play extra for speaking. All right, there we go. It's on 106. It's on 106. 2.
There we go, 115. Perfect. Boom. There we go, 115. We got it.
Screenshot.
Perfect. 115. Actually, I did see a mad one yesterday, yeah, that apparently the cost of Turkey, Reinders, and Aitnori is 115.
You're lying.
Bro, honestly, do you know what block I sit in at City?
Go ahead.
115.
That's mental.
At Wembley, do you know what block I was in?
Yeah.
115. And I'm not lying. It's a number that won't fucking go away. I remember Steve went into McDonald's once and, you know, they give you them table numbers, the order numbers.
Yeah.
Fuck a United fan in there that works in McDonald's knew Steve Watson gave him 115.
That's good banner, though.
Yeah, very good banner.
But
good
yeah,
banner. What was that?
Big up to anyone. So the Turkey stuff I just saw here, there's actually 2 updates on him. So I'll say it now before the Vert stuff. And what did I do for eat? I played football and ate fish and chips.
I ate Wagamama's and fish and chips. And chocolate.
Let me see what you wrote. Someone wrote it in the chat. Why can I not find it? So basically, from what I said or saw, what someone just wrote is that Turkey's medical is going to happen.
What?
Expect the Ryan Cherky deal to be done this weekend.
I said earlier on that I expected him to go today or tomorrow.
And the player to have his medical early next week, reports Fabrizio. And also, Sasha Tavolieri said, talks still underway, first refusal of Lyon following €23 million bid of Man City. Everything's going in the same direction, bringing Cherky to Etihad Stadium. A good news expected in the next day, City on it.
Right, so tomorrow night when I go out in London, I've got to be on... I've got to take my laptop with me. And I've got to be ready.
If I have to stream, if I have to stream when I'm out with my missus tomorrow to go live, I flipping will. People
I'm
don't
on kind of like a second date.
Oh, you lot are moving, man. Okay, the Florian Wirtz stuff, it's just come out.
Florian.
So Paul, I think this is a Brazil one. Even though it's according to Paul Joyce, the Reds have submitted a revised offer for Bayer Leverkusen for Florian Wirtz of 113 million, approximately 135 million euros, as negotiations continue in the club. The package guarantees Leverkusen 100 million pounds, fixed with an additional 13 million in add-ons. So, and Alex Crook, who cares what he says? So on that notice, yep, there we are, man. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If you support Liverpool in here, yeah. If you support Liverpool in here, I'm actually mad jealous, man. I swear that I'm mad jealous. I really like this. See them these sort of number 10s is what I really would love in my team. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna have two different styles, and I'm not gonna say no to that, but this player's wicked, man. Your player's wicked as well. And the fact that you're here talking about Turkey, and I don't mind gassing up the Wirtz compared to earlier, which was just, it was relevant, but it was still dumb. It's like, it's fucking two brilliant talents, man. It's like coming to the Premier League.
I don't believe either will fail.
And yeah, that's the thing. It's the Prem is premming again.
Yeah.
Brian Barkley's old school number 10s. Like I'm thinking like proper ones. If you want to go back to your Coutinho's, if you want, how about you go back even further before them? What about Gianfranco Zola back in the day? People forget about him.
Zola was a bad
boy. You know what I mean? Paulo Di Canio's. Like, come on, like I'm talking old school 10s, and I think both will bang. And it's gonna be interesting what happens there. Did someone say Ben Jacobs?
Fabrizio Romano has said Turkey is
my tier number 1 beat him to all of Ben Jacobs beat them all to it.
Well, but someone said, you know what? Fabrizio's moving slow on the Turkey stuff. What he said is Turkey's in a rush to become a Manchester City player, only wants to join Man City and wants to play at the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yeah.
The player is pushing a lot.
I think that's a good deal. If Liverpool can get this, yours is a great deal, by the way. This is the best deal of the summer so far. But
I think it might be the best deal City have ever done.
No, it's the best deal of the summer. You're going to get a talent like Turkey for that.
Yeah.
But this one, I do wonder, because both clubs have been in talks for this long about the add-ons and about the way things are structured. Do you reckon this one gets accepted?
Nah, I'm not having that comment. Please tell me it's not just you two. Listen, the bottom one.
I see it.
If you don't like us two, you might as well fucking unsubscribe to Never a Foul and fuck off.
Yeah, standard.
To be frank with you.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Look, by the way, I'm not saying we're the best personalities on Never a Foul. However, it's our fucking channel. If you don't like us, then we have no hope.
I mean, bring the comment. I mean, if you want to add more comments.
But if you want to send super chat saying that, then you can do that.
Go for it.
You can do that.
Sane to Fenerbahce. No one cares. Do you think?
Nah. Actually, I think the Sane to Fenerbahce one. I thought he was going to. I thought Sane was going Arsenal
or Tottenham.
Fenerbahce coming in. Have Turkish clubs got money, by the way?
Well, he's on a free, isn't he?
Yeah, true.
It's a good deal for them. It's
no, but I even mean with the what's it called, with the for the wages and that, because they do seem to be coming in for quite a few players.
No, they do. To be there, they do.
But I guess if Arsenal are after Rodrigo, they won't want Sane, will they?
No. Do you reckon this deal gets You reckon it finally gets accepted? This saga's been going.
Yeah, bro. I think it.
Imagine.
You know what? I actually think we need to thank Liverpool for dragging this out
a little bit, yeah,
because it's helping all of us with YouTube. It's massively helping, but we all know where it's ending. They're getting him. Yeah, I've said it before. They've got. There we go. Thank you, S, my absolute G, bro. Yes, it is just us two, and the fact that you went and super chatted it, fucking, bro. Cuss us a bit more. Talk about my hairline. That one seems to fucking be a great one.
Actually, talk about that. There's Daps, I love your barber.
There we go. Thanks, Alan. Actually, I don't know if people know this, but I did say this on South Stand yesterday, right? Because there was someone in there saying, swear Daps' hair was a different colour earlier. And just to clear up any fucking rumours, I dye my hair. Right? I'm 42 years old, right? Yes, I dye my hair. I'm 42 years old and my hairline is going the fuck backwards at a very quick rate. So yes, I dye my hair.
Yeah, I need to ask the chat as well. Do you think this deal gets accepted?
Yeah,
in your mind? Because I think 113 million technically is. I think it's going to be 30 million that's going to be guaranteed and player add-ons. That's my guess.
It's getting done.
But it's getting done. But you
I
know
think
what?
the international break has probably not helped it as well.
No,
because I think with the international break and the fact that even if there wasn't an international break, like Liverpool won't be reporting back for training for what, another 3 weeks?
Yeah. About next week.
So,
I think they got one more game to go.
There isn't that much of a rush for it because they do know that, like, by the way, Real Madrid are not sniffing about, are they?
Nah, that's done.
City, he don't want to come to us, or City have also found different targets now. And Bayern, he don't want to go Bayern. So Liverpool know they don't need to rush this.
No, they don't need to rush it. My thing with Liverpool now is what's their next target after Wirtz? Like, I know Kirkis is going to get sorted. We know that's going to be done next week, pretty much.
Yeah.
Their focus is going to obviously be on Wirtz, so that's normal. Ping-pong's through the door. Ekatike looks like he's shifting more towards Chelsea. Sesko, their other target, allegedly looks like he might be going Arsenal. Who's after that? What's the next
target? Do they need
target?
a centre-back?
Yeah.
They do, right? Yeah. They need a centre back.
They're looking at Jarrell Hato, one of the young.
Right, okay. And they probably are right to look at younger because it's going to be Konate and Van Dijk.
He's a left-sided centre back, so he's probably viewed as the future for
Van Dijk
to succeed. Van
Dijk,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. They have to. They can't go and get like a worldie because the centre back partnership is going to be Van Dijk and Konate. And also, that's probably something that they need to look at as well now. We'll probably see in the coming weeks, maybe it'll be starting next season. But Konate, new contract.
Yeah, I know there's rumours around that, but there's rumours around obviously like PSG. There's rumours around what they call Real Madrid wanting him. I don't see it happening though. I reckon if you're going to tie down, you know what? I think at this point, can you doubt Liverpool to not tie down someone like Konate?
No, I think they will do.
Because that's what I feel like.
I think they have to. With Van Dijk's age, they have to be tying down Konate, right?
Yeah, my opinion is like after doing Van Dijk, looking at the players they're bringing in, I don't see how Konate don't see his future as the future of Liverpool. Pretty much like the main centre back. He'll be the main centre back in the next few years.
And he's been pretty injury free this.
Yeah, he's been all right. I mean, he had one stint where he was injured for like 5 weeks. I think during the Christmas period. Was that this season? If I'm correct, it might have been even the season before. But other than that, yeah, he's been actually all right. You know what? I'm going to say again, and I can't help but think this. There's this whole race for Rodrigo, if he's going to stay, if he's going to leave. Luis Diaz looks like he's going to leave.
When was the meeting supposed to be?
For
Rodrigo.
I don't know about the meeting.
I saw somebody wants to have a meeting with Alonso.
So basically, Real Madrid won't allow Rodrigo to leave before having a meeting with.
I saw Alonso saying he wanted to keep him.
Is Diaz going to stay? Yeah. Are you going to give him a new contract because he's on 50 grand a week?
Is he?
He's on short money for.
Do you know what Edison's on?
Footballing wage, anyways.
Do you know what Edison's on?
What?
90 grand a week.
Yeah, he needs to leave.
Bro, I only found that out the other week. That's why we keep seeing him being linked with Saudi. He's on 90 grand a week.
Who said Diaz is staying? By the way, let me know. It would. I kind of like resonate with what Mont said a little bit. Like you take away Diaz, like what other options out there? Because if it does come down to like let's say a bidding war for Rodrigo, there's no guarantees that Rodrigo is going to come. And do
you see Liverpool spending big again after?
I personally don't. Because Kirkis is going to cost 40 million, I think, or 45. Frimpong costs peanuts. So you look at them two deals. You look at the big deals of that. I think they're going to wait for maybe some sales.
Yeah, I can't.
Like Nunez, see what happens there. David Ornstein, I think. He said, I think. I don't want to hear I think. I want to say, I want to hear I know. Look at Anfield sector. Give me a sec then.
Because I don't think... I could be wrong, but... yeah, MA, I agree with you. Edison is getting ripped off. It is a bit of a piss take.
Florian Wirtz is going to live. No, that's not it. Liverpool have no intention to bid as high as 126.4 asking price.
126 million.
So if they want 126, Leverkusen were not keen to allow Wirtz to approach the final year of his contract, which runs through until 2027 equals compromise.
Do you know what? They're still 13 million short.
Yeah.
And am I right? They rejected Harvey Elliott. They said they didn't want him.
They said that. That picture's cold.
That picture's so cold of it.
15 minutes ago, if you're a Liverpool fan, look at Anfield sector. There's a picture of Wirtz in or Wirtz, as you say his name.
Wirtz.
Yeah, in his Leverkusen kit. It's just cold, isn't it? That's mad. Imagine if they do end up rejecting it. I can't see how this deal doesn't. I'm going to be honest with you, lot. I'm not going to try and make you lot panic. I think this is done. I think it gets accepted.
What, 130?
Yeah, I know they want everything they can get, but you know the whole thing is the player wants the move.
Yeah, I swear he's told. Yeah,
he told the world, I'm not taking someone else's number.
I'm pretty certain he's also told Leverkusen fucking stop fucking about as well.
Oh yeah, I've heard something about that. His family's not impressed. With
Yeah, I can imagine his dad won't be.
He's not failing. I can't see how this falls through right now. Why would Liverpool just walk away all of a sudden after all this time?
Nah, they're not walking. Liverpool aren't walking away from this.
It's so early in a transfer market. It's been 6 days.
I think Edwards wouldn't walk away from this as well. To where it's got to now that with all of the talk around him going there, Cherki coming to see him, rejecting buying him. If they then don't get it done, then they'll be in the mud. They won't let that. Edwards won't let.
Nah, yeah, I can't see it.
No, I can't.
I think really and truly, the next focus has to be striker. I'm more concerned is who they're going to pair Wirtz up with up front. Because if it's not Ekatike, which I thought is such an ideal, brilliant signing, but I feel like Liverpool might be put off with the 80 million price tag.
Yeah.
Where Chelsea are Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to Sesko, you know,
can you imagine that Chelsea coming out of nowhere with a bid for Leverkusen, coming and whack down 130? You say, what are you saying? Put that past Chelsea.
Hear me out. Yeah, hear me out. And I'm not gonna say this year, but we all know Nunes is gonna move on. We do know there's a possibility. I know you said that Diaz is staying, but there's a possibility.
Who's after Nunes? Do they want Grealish as well?
There's quite a few. Oh, I don't know. There's quite a few. You know, I can see Grealish in Saudi. You know,
apparently, Grealish wants to stay in the Premier League.
Better play. I'll take him.
United and Liverpool said they would not be interested in Grealish, which I totally get. Yeah, I don't know about United, but I get Liverpool. Why Liverpool?
If Diaz is the go, look, I said this year about the finance. I'm not saying this summer, but I'm sure that Liverpool don't mind planning even for next summer. Right, and I'm sorry if you're a Newcastle fan listening to this exactly, but that's that. So yeah, I know Diaz is not going to go. The only way Diaz leaves is going to be Saudi. There's no one else can afford him, right? This is what I'm going to say. I see Alexander Isak next year potentially being the next big thing for Liverpool Football Club. But I see it.
I see him going Barcelona. You know,
I can see it if they can afford it.
Well, but like. Let me tell you how Barcelona.
See it.
Let me tell you how Barcelona can afford it next season. They've got a new stadium opening. The sponsorship on the new camp, it's going to be worth an absolute.
Lewandowski's probably going to retire as well.
Remember, like if I was to ask, there's 1,000 people in here now. So people, I'm expecting there should be at least fucking
500 likes.
At least 500 likes. So people
500 like target people
check right now. But 1,000 people in here.
Did you just say Cherki right now?
How many people in here? Have been to the new camp, and I don't mean to a game. How many times have people in here been to the new camp and done the tour? Have you done the tour?
Nah.
Right. Okay. Well, I know from speaking to people, a lot of people have been and done the tour. There we go. The tour of the new camp. Right. That was the old new camp. The new camp is about to open. Right. When that opens, the sponsorship on that stadium is going to be fucking through the roof. Yeah. Everyone goes Barcelona. Same as my favourite city, favourite European city as well. I actually did the tour of the stadium the summer they signed Neymar. But the amount of money they're going to generate through that new stadium, bro. And with the new stadium, they're going to want a marquee signing. I honestly, and I actually think Isak at Barca makes mad sense.
Yamal,
bro, they'd be cold. Think Barcelona are on the way back.
Yeah, of course they are.
Well, they've just won the league.
They've just reduced a lot of their debts as well.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of their debts.
Well, Barcelona are about to come back. I think Barcelona in the next, next two. Give them 2 years. I think Barcelona are going to be back up.
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, but you know the whole thing with Isak. I know we say this pretty much last couple of seasons for Newcastle fans. I don't want to disrespect your team because you could do great things. You never know. But in the instance, like let's say you drop off, right, and you don't get Champions League football. Does Liverpool go make another big signing? If they want to dominate for the next 5-6 years, you're going to look at that and think, yeah, you know what? I'm probably going to take a chance on that. I would think so, especially if you go get Saudi money for your Diaz's, maybe Gakpo leaves next summer, maybe Darwin Núñez. I think they're going to have money.
Do you know what? If you think about it,
good money.
So I came into this transfer window.
I'd go all out. I'd go all out.
Especially after we kind of pulled out the Wirtz thing or got rejected, however you want to look at it. I was looking at who Arsenal were being linked with at the time. I was looking at who Liverpool were being linked with and thinking, fucking hell, we're playing catch up and we're dropping behind as well. Now, we've obviously stepped up. I think that's going to be quite an interesting one. Chelsea, for me, are making the right moves. That I think, if you're Liverpool, if you're Edwards and Slot and co, and you see who City are buying, right, you've got Wirtz, you go, right, do you know what? How can we make sure that we win the league next season?
Yeah.
And that's where they could go, right, we go and get Isak. We are now leading the pack again, 100%, right? It's interesting to see how Arsenal react for me. Someone just said Ornstein's just confirmed.
No, I ain't seen it yet. It hasn't popped up for me. It's just probably someone trying to troll me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's Sesko?
Unless someone can confirm for me. I don't know. Oh, let me have a check. And no. So, yeah, that's that.
No, nothing.
Nothing. I ain't seen anything.
Okay, fair enough.
People love
trolling.
trolling.
No, I think with
actually, how about this? Every fake troll that wants to do stuff like that, give them a 5-minute ban. Actually, you know what? Make it 10 minutes.
But I do think with right.
Always a video.
With Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, I think all of them have to be watching what each other is doing and going, right, if we want to be better than them, and that's where Liverpool would be like, right, okay, well, we've gone and got Wirtz and we're the champions, but we see City are rebuilding here. How do we make sure that we're still better than them?
Yeah.
How do we make sure if Arsenal go and get Rodrigo and Arsenal go and get Sesko, how do we make sure we're better? It is Isak.
It is Isak.
Yeah, it is. And also, they get Isak and Wirtz, ultimately, that allows them to phase out Salah and not worry.
That's what I keep... Look, that's why it makes sense to me. And, and they're building something. It's just that if it can be correct or not, you're going to have to find a successor somehow. That's why I believe...
Because Wirtz isn't going to get the goal. Like, Wirtz is not going to come in. And eventually when Salah does drop off, whether it be in a year's time, 2 years' time, when Salah does drop off, Wirtz is not going to get the goals that Salah gets. Right?
No, definitely not.
But Wirtz and Isak does.
I don't even want to figure that combination. I'm not going to lie to you people in the chat. Yeah, it's frightening. That's why I always say I think Liverpool got one more big money signing. Maybe not this summer, but I feel like there's going to be a slow process to next summer. That's maybe why this year they look at a young striker they can go invest in for this season. So that's why maybe the Ekatike looks like they're losing that race as it stands. Got it confirmed as well.
Do you know, it's funny seeing Arsenal fans saying there's no reason Newcastle sell Isak. I agree with you, but your fan base have been saying for the last year and a half that he'd come to Arsenal. But I do agree with you. I don't think Isak goes anywhere this summer. I think Isak goes somewhere next summer.
Yeah.
I think Isak gives Newcastle... not just Isak, by the way. I think there's a few players at Newcastle that give... I
think they've got a pick. Is it Isak or is it Gordon? Because they've already flirted with Gordon before.
Hold on, Daps lies again. What about Arsenal? Bro, 100% I know you're talking about the Arsenal comment I just made. Now, Cass, have Arsenal fans not been saying for a year and a half that Isak would go to Arsenal?
Yeah, no, there's been a lot
That's not a lie. If you haven't seen that, I don't know where you've been. You've been living on Mars or something. But I see what you're saying. With Wirtz and with Salah still there, I think Liverpool can, at this point, go and get a younger striker. Next summer, I think there's a few players at Newcastle that will give them one more season in the Champions League and see what they do in the league after winning a trophy. I think Isak being one. I think Anthony Gordon being another. I probably do think Livramento would want to say, although I've heard one or two people say that City actually have spoke to him and that Newcastle have asked for time to find a replacement on Livramento.
See, I think they can definitely find something on Livramento. Newcastle. This summer, though, I think they could be tempted. There are some decent...
No, that's what I've heard. I've heard that they've said the proposal that City have suggested they'd be happy with, but that they need some time to see what's out there. Remember when... Who was it that came in for Ake 2 or 3 seasons ago? I think it was Chelsea, right? Chelsea. And City said, "Bear with us. Let's go and have a look at what's out there." And then came back and said, "We can't get a replacement."
Yeah.
I think it's something similar.
The issue is, right? The issue is, I feel like Newcastle, I think they've kind of confirmed they're not a selling club, for one. They're like, a little bit like Crystal Palace at the moment. They're not a selling club. They're fine. Yeah. They're going to want a good Champions League campaign. You're going to have to put up some serious money for them to say, okay, Liverpool, you can go to City for 70, 80 million because we can invest that into other areas. Yeah. We can find another fullback. Kyle Walker-Peters is free. That's good business for me if you want to do it short term. But then, again, I can't really see. The only way Newcastle stars would want to leave is because, one, they're going to get a bumper package in their wages at another club, and they actually directly tell the club that I want to leave. Now with the whole thing with Liverpool, because they're actually building a very young squad, Isak maybe not go to maybe a Barcelona, but I'm telling you now, Gordon wants Liverpool.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm telling you that now, This guy will jump at the chance if they can put up the money for Gordon, and then that's that.
Yeah.
I just see him, and I think he supports them, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Because I remember I thought it was shit of Anthony Gordon to leave Everton when they were facing relegation battle last season in January, right? Because I thought he was an Everton fan. Then it came out he's a Liverpool fan.
But on the flip side,
but I don't think, for me, I don't think people are in a rush to leave Liverpool at the moment.
Or
Newcastle. But I think in a season's time, if they haven't done much in the Champions League, haven't done much in the league, maybe if they drop out, because for me, this season we got 5 Champions League places. I presume next season it'll be back to 4.
Well, unless you win, unless you do really well in all competitions again,
right? So if it was to be 4, if I'm looking at the league right now, right, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, are probably the 4 you're going to predict will get Champions League football.
Probably at the moment.
Right. So Newcastle will be battling it out with Villa.
Well, not when you're linked with Madueke, mate.
And that's what I mean. That if Newcastle drop out of Champions League football, I think next summer, Isak, Tonali, Gordon, maybe not Bruno G, because I think he's getting quite old. But a few of them are going to be looking. Do you know what? Another one as well, actually, will be their centre-back.
Oh, what
Botman? Yeah,
he's plays. But I got faith in you know what? Let's see how the transfer market goes for them, innit? Same thing with Liverpool.
Are those 2 United fans?
Who?
The 2 that are saying United will be dark horses.
No, it's actually one's an Arsenal fan.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Tonali probably back to Italy, something like that at some point. I'm not too sure. Well, I'm actually mad curious about what Newcastle do in this window.
Yeah, and
I'm actually curious what Liverpool do in this window after Wirtz.
Yeah,
I want to know who they go for, and I just don't know who else they're linked to, other than the main 3. Can anyone tell me in the comments?
Can anyone say any strikers that
it's difficult?
Well, what about? I'm not saying Liverpool go in for him, but where do you think Vlahovic ends up?
He's linked with AC Milan.
Right, that would make sense.
Do you know who I can actually see Liverpool going for potentially? I think did he go on a loan? Let me know if he went on a loan, but I think they'll be open to selling him if they did get him. That's the one that used to play for Stoke. That's Santiago. Is it his name? Santiago Jimenez? That guy?
I don't know.
He was basically at final on the slot, and he's a link-up striker.
Okay.
He's a very good link-up striker. He's got a decent finish. He's actually quite a good player. Or if the other one is, if they go another route, then maybe João Pedro. But
Pedro's a shout.
But I know Newcastle linked to him at the moment. So yeah, Milan bought him. Trust me, with Milan being out, it looks like they need money in it. He can go out if the money's right.
I just had someone else in my head then. What about Watkins? Where do you think Watkins ends up? Because he's going to go. I don't think he's going to get a great move.
I don't see him going anywhere. He just went to Milan. That don't even matter. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Wirtz. The other one was actually today was Sesko and Arsenal. Yeah. Excuse me, hiccups. Sesko and Arsenal advancing. Looks like they're still working on both deals technically, but they said they're just more advanced in getting, Sesko. There's way more legwork in that.
I think they probably want to get Sesko done so they can start cracking on with Rodrigo.
See, if they do that, I can get behind something like that. Like, because I've been quite easy. Look, Sesko, I think that's how you say his name, right? But Sesko is such an underwhelming first. Well, Zubimendi's there, but an underwhelming signing for me when you need goals, right? But then when you say Rodrigo, it adds too much flavour. It adds too much flavour.
Well, then you'd say Rodrigo, Saka,
I'll put my hands
Sesko.
up. I'll put my hands up and say, you know what? That attacking lineup's actually brilliant.
Do you then play Havertz just off of Sesko?
So you can. The thing is, you could probably say
that would work.
I can see in the world. You know what it is with me?
Right. If you think about that, right? So Sesko, I don't think Sesko, like you said, when you're talking Sesko, you're not talking Haaland goal volumes, right? But
not.
Then if you look at this, Sesko, Rodrigo, Saka, and Havertz off of Sesko, between them, that's a lot of goals.
I think so.
Sesko and Havertz together, I think you got goals in it. Especially Rodri and Saka.
If as long as Rodrigo's got a talented lineup, like as in front of him, someone to give him some link up and that, I think he does get a lot of goals, because I think the fullback area is quite weak anyway. So Rodrigo, I think he would have some fun. Actually, no, you know what? Rodrigo would have a lot of fun in an Arsenal shirt for me. But it's just I can see in the world. You know what? Arteta does this weird thing where everything on paper looks like it needs to go directly where it needs to go. He might fancy Havertz up front and then put Sesko off the left.
Yeah.
Can anyone see that in the ideal world? Because he might not even become the first number 9 strike. It could still be Havertz and Rodrigo and Saka.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Said that. So are Chelsea in for Rodrigo as well?
Allegedly, yeah.
Right. If Chelsea are in for Rodrigo, if you're an Arsenal fan, you're thinking, not again, for fuck's sake.
Chelsea want everyone's targets. I don't.
That's why I'm saying, yeah. If Liverpool and City are not careful, right, then fucking Chelsea are going to go in and take Cherky and Wirtz, right? And go, you two are fucking about. Top Bowley would be like, what? They're still available? Fuck it. Just go and give them whatever they want, man.
How does Chelsea get like Ekatike, maybe Kudus, and then Rodrigo? Oh my God.
Kudus is a great sign.
If they go and get Kudus and Rodrigo in one window, I'm putting him up there. Oh my
I already think the way Chelsea. Well, I already think like, when people say United are a dark horse, Chelsea. We actually said Chelsea were a dark horse last season.
Yeah. I remember.
I'm already thinking with what Chelsea are doing, the way they seem to be going about business, they could be a dark horse again.
I can't believe
if they get Rodrigo and they get Kudus and then fucking Ekatike, right?
The link up man.
Dilap, as a backup, and then Cole Palmer in the 10, And let's be honest with you, Cass. Chelsea. We have to be real, right? I don't think either of us have ever slandered Caicedo, right?
Nah, he's brilliant, man.
Caicedo's
brilliant. He's brilliant.
But there is a player that we have slandered that now, if we actually sit here and say he's had quite a good season, and that's Enzo.
Enzo
right?
Fernandez.
So if all of a sudden you're going Enzo, Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Rodrigo, Kudus, and fucking Ekatike, and then they go and strengthen their defence, right? Then you've got Trent, who's actually keeping his fitness all of a sudden, right? You've got
You mean James.
Sorry, James. Sorry. Yeah. Then you've got my man with the bushy hair on the left. Cucurella on the left. Bro, all of a sudden,
and Lavia.
And if Lavia can stay fit as well, all of a sudden you're looking at Chelsea going,
fucking hell, that's a squad, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
It's a squad, man. It's a squad. It's a good.
Bro, I can't lie. Caicedo, Enzo, Cole Palmer, Rodrigo, Ekatike and fucking Kudus, because Kudus will. I think one thing that people remember need to remember with Kudus, is Kudus did drop off second half of the season massively.
West Ham.
However, West Ham dropped off, and also we all saw what happened with Kudus. Kudus was having a mint season, right, until that game where he just had enough of West Ham, tried to beat up about 10 people, right, and just said, "I've had enough of fucking playing for this team." Like, he don't want to be there. Kudus at a different club, and Kudus and Cole Palmer, that's scary.
Yeah, for me it is. And there's also Magnan. They're looking at the goalkeeper as well.
Yeah.
Let me do the super chats. I didn't even realize there was a lot. My bad. If you're in here, if you don't mind, in the pinned, if you're interested in a very active Discord, we're on the road to 500 people now. There's a lot of people that are joining through. You can all get roles. It's a great community at the moment. I'm not going to lie. The mods are absolute top tier. As well, there's no toxicity. There's a link right there. If you want it, I can send another one or someone will send another one. And it's a good way just to... I'm always chatting on there. I'll be real.
Do you know what I found in the Discord, right? People that I think are shameless in the comments on YouTube, aren't as shameless on Discord.
No, they're calm. It's all calm down, really.
Even Ilias
But
is all right.
good. It's good banter. Trust me. Anyone that gets rooted out, simple as that, and you're not coming back. Michael Johnson, where do Rodrigo, Leao, Williams, Simmons end up? Okay.
Right. Do you know what? Michael Johnson has been on this channel for fucking years.
I think Rodrigo does end up at Arsenal personally. I think Leao ends up at Bayern Munich. I see Nico Williams potentially.
Oh, there was news on Williams, wasn't there?
Yeah,
earlier on.
Yeah, Chelsea
and Arsenal, but Chelsea that he's very happy where he is, and there's talks of a new deal. But apparently that Chelsea and Arsenal would do nasty things to get him.
Xavi Simmons, I'm not too sure. I don't know where he ends up.
Simmons goes.
Maybe like someone like Juventus.
Either way, he'll still end up looking unhappy.
I could see him in Italian league.
Yeah, I could see him in Italian league.
Isak goes to Port, in my opinion. Front three of Salah, Wirtz, and Isak. Not this summer, not in my opinion.
This summer.
What else is there? Daps Fab said Cherky will be done over the weekend.
We need that done over the weekend.
Twinny, I'll big up Twinny. He says Newcastle won't sell Isak to a Premier League club right now. Their owners don't need the bread. Yeah, of course they don't. I mean, but it's not about if they need the bread. It's about what they can do with PSR regulation. That's why they're looking at a new stadium. Look out for PSG though, especially if they win the Club World Cup. That's minus 245, plus 240 million in their pockets with Champions League money.
We can't have that.
That's mental.
If he goes to PSG, imagine that front line.
I don't think they're going to want to change Dembele's position right now, or Kvaratskhelia. I don't think it's they're looking at centre backs.
Nah, I can't. I hear that PSG have to go up to go and get that done. But the one thing I would say is PSG has spent, right, and not won the Champions League. They calm down, right, and they go and win it. I don't think necessarily they'll go and upset that. What's it called? Upset the apple cart.
Nah,
I don't think they want to do it at the moment.
Not at the moment. What's this? Why is nobody going for Antonio Nusa? He's class. Injury prone.
Did you, LB? I presume you, like me, watched the Norway-Italy game. By the way, anyone that watched that game, Italy, from the Italy that beat Germany earlier in the season, right, and looked fucking unbelievable. Italy got absolutely bent over backwards by Norway tonight. Mad. Italy looked fucking awful.
Chelsea, the original cock blockers.
Bro, but this is the thing. Bro, this is why I think we need to go and get Cherky done ASAP, yeah? Because the thing is, did you see the tweet the comment that Cherky commented on earlier?
No.
So someone commented on I think it was a picture of Cherky or something, saying City, the price has just gone up, last night. Cherky liked it. but after last night, I'm thinking, obviously, if you're PSG and you are watching that game last night for France and you see him come on and score a goal like that, if you're PSG, you're going, are we in for him? Right? And then Chelsea, again, Todd Bowley's going,
he could play, man.
All of a sudden, that's why I'm like, go and get this done quickly, right? Because
you don't want anybody else.
But when you've got Chelsea and PSG, lurking, you just need to get deals done quickly.
Chelsea they're like, you know what it is? Have you seen Friday with what's it called, Debo?
Bro, that's Todd Bowley's Debo of the transfer market, because Todd Bowley, like, he's so erratic, that you don't know who he's going to decide. Like, literally, he could be in a business meeting and he could just see something on his phone and fucking Cherky go, are we in for him? Who's this guy? And next minute, fucking...
He scored a great soccer goal. We're nearly on 400 likes.
Bowley's a Debo.
We're 21 off. We're 21 off of 400 likes. There's 1,200 in the house. Please, on a Friday night, we don't usually go live on Friday, but recently we have. So anyone that wants to do that, then big up to you, good sirs and HDMI PS5 people. Anyways, but yes, the Sesko stuff is advanced. I think they're going to get this done. I don't actually see him as their main number 9 through the season, but it'll be utilized. We'll see what Arteta does with it, because this is Arteta's signing. It's kind of clear as day.
Well,
it's clear as day.
I mean, I feel like we've been here. I feel like it's Groundhog Day when we say this, but it definitely is Groundhog Day where we say, are you willing to fucking die on this? What's it?
Sword.
Die on this sword, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel like this signing is we've definitely said this about Arteta so many times here, but this signing is the make or break of Arteta.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
If he fails, and even more so, the fact that it looks like the club wanted, Beto, is it Beto? Is that his name?
Who?
Berta. The fact that Berta wanted Gyökeres, yeah.
Lewis.
If Arteta does get fucking his signing and it fails, yeah. Who's that? Which Lewis?
Chelsea Lewis.
Oh, CFC Lewis. Smash your like for CFC Lewis. 1,136. What are the likes on? 400. Come on, let's get those likes up to 500. Don't make me go silent. Or alternatively, I can go silent because Cass is on the phone, and anyone that doesn't know this, Cass cannot multitask.
There was once upon a time I was a great at it.
yeah. Then you moved in here.
Yeah.
But now I think if Sesko does not land, that's it for Arteta. And that's certainly it for Arteta having any sort of say in the transfer window, I would say.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to undermine it. There might be some. I see this stuff. Why can I not see you?
Actually, there's a comment there that's really right. Has Arteta made one good signing yet? Right. Yes, he has. Defensive signings.
Alice, I'll check what she said. You know what?
Arteta has made a lot of. Has Arteta made any good forward signings?
No, this is like his first. This is his first.
No. So
no, because deep it. Kai Havertz.
Martinelli wasn't his signing.
No, Kai Havertz was bought as a centre mid. He's not a forward.
He did buy what's his name?
He's a good player.
He did buy what's his name? Plays on the left. Trossard. He did.
Oh
buy
yeah,
Trossard.
technically. Oh yeah, of course he did. Yeah,
but
Sterling.
you could say.
Sorry, Jesus.
Well,
you got Jesus. Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm very wrong. This part.
But again, right? Actually, Arsenal fans, honest opinion now. I think Gabriel Jesus has been at your club for 3 seasons,
and he's been injured now for quite a while.
Was Arteta a good? Was Gabriel Jesus a good signing?
He's fucking shite now.
Was he a good signing? Honestly,
how much you sent him for? Is it 42 million or something?
Yeah, 42 million.
Is it 42 million?
Yeah.
You know what? He was good when he first landed. Then the injuries just killed him, innit? So it's unfortunate because he's actually a good player, but he's just.
I think I'll still say it was good at City, but his best position was wide right.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with Sesko, Tesco, whatever you want to call him. And you know what? I still have the only issue is if you land. What's his name? Rodrigo. Because if you don't, and you end up with someone like a bit more underwhelming, I don't know who. Just name a name. It doesn't matter who you name. It's like I don't know about that one. Like you're trying to win a league. He's like Sesko's the guy you bring when you've already got an experienced striker in the door. And then you want him to take over the reins like 2 years later or something?
I can't lie. If I'm an Arsenal fan right now, this is the type of signing that I hate as a City fan, Rodrigo. And let me explain why. Because firstly, you don't know if he wants to leave yet.
Yeah.
Secondly, you don't know if the club want to sell him or not. And thirdly, you've got fucking Chelsea lurking as well. So it's just one of the, when you see your club is linked with a player and straight away you think, oh, this is going to be fucking drawn out and long.
Yeah.
Rodrigo is not simple because does he want to go?
They're talking something like 80 million quid as well.
Right. It's not going to be cheap. And then because of that,
I mean, 8 million.
Yeah, but even when you say just pay the fucking money, bro, you don't know if Madrid want to sell him yet. Madrid have not decided if they want to sell him yet. He has not decided if he wants to leave yet. And you've got Chelsea fucking lurking. Yeah. It's not as simple as just pay the money on this one. This is the thing. With Turkey, we can say, look, all we have to do is pay the money. And yes, our board are currently haggling over that, but all we have to do is pay the money. With Wirtz, all Liverpool have to do is pay the money. I even think with you lot, if you lot actually want Gyökeres, all you have to do is pay the money, right?
Pretty much.
Because he said he wants to go to you. But with this one, it's long and it's drawn out. And in a transfer window, I always remember that summer where we were fucking waiting on Messi to make a decision for about 2 months. And it just killed off our whole transfer window when you're waiting on a player to make a decision.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Arsenal will be interesting. Still lots going in the window, though. So we'll see what happens there. I'm pretty sure we're going to hear some more stuff about Sesko over probably next week.
Is that breaking? Is that true? Breaking Fabrizio. Now we've seen the Fabrizio DAZN, and that is not what he said.
Yeah, I was literally looking at it
He did not say
he said this.
He will 100% go to either Chelsea, Bayern, or Arsenal. They said that he's currently still having contract negotiations at the club he is at, where he's happy and settled.
Well, it's mad. It actually says here, because this is what don't make sense. Rodrigo is their number 1 target priority. Cool. Yeah. And this says here, Chelsea and Arsenal. This is from Fabrizio when he's doing that video thing. Yeah. Chelsea and Arsenal's number 1 target is Nico Williams. And both clubs are prepared to do something crazy in terms of financials. However, Neither club have had the green light.
Yeah.
Nico is comfortable in Spain, and talks are there over a new deal.
Yes, exactly. So people will take snippets because the first snippet is saying that Arsenal and Chelsea are willing to do whatever. You read the rest of it, it says that he's actually happy and also in contract negotiations.
Yeah, and obviously, if you're going to get a bigger contract over there, you're...
Do you know what? If Leo goes to Bayern, is he an upgrade on what they've currently got?
Yeah, on their left-hand side, yeah.
I don't rate him like that.
I'm not on there, but in the Bundesliga, you probably do well.
Yeah, maybe. You're right. Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I mean, Musiala, Kane, it makes sense when you've got Kane. Kane was the one that he's gonna feed him a little bit more.
Yeah, true.
It kind of makes sense for me. But with Nico Williams at Chelsea, see, look, where Chelsea are currently at, yeah, Nico Williams on the left. If they go and get Kudus and then obviously Magnan and then they go get Nico Williams and Ekitike, I'm still liking that team because it's where Chelsea are right now. Now, but if Arsenal want Nico Williams and then get Sesko, I'm thinking you're trying to build another project, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And there's something about that I don't like, but I like it more with Chelsea. And like Saka's better than Kudus.
Yeah, but Chelsea.
But the strikers that we're having Delap and Ekitike as options. I know they're young, but I don't see Chelsea winning the league next
Where
year.
did Chelsea finish this season? Fourth, right?
I don't see them winning the league
only
next year.
Chelsea won European Conference.
2 years away. They're 2 years away.
Yeah, they won the European Conference, right? They've qualified for Champions. Chelsea are on the way up, right? Arsenal are very much like this at the moment. Yeah, Arsenal did this, and now they're like this, right? So, whereas Chelsea is still on the way up, so Chelsea are buying the way they should do. We've said, look, it's very simple. This is the sword that Arteta is going to die on.
Yeah,
or he's going to win the league next season.
But I say this as well. Who says that you get sacked? Let's say he gets third. The board might be like, don't mind it. They might not mind it.
Right.
How ambitious is this?
Okay.
Board?
So let's be really, really clear with this, right? Under Wenger, Arsenal had their golden period under Wenger, right? Where they won 3 Premier Leagues, Invincibles, all of that, right? And then they became under Wenger, and of course it was while they're paying off the stadium. But let's be clear, why was the stadium brought in? What were the fans told? The stadium was brought in so that Arsenal could compete with Europe's best 4 trophies, right? Arsenal's fan base accepted, right, cool. So for a certain period of time, we're just going to keep qualifying for the Champions League, but we're not challenging. But it's okay. We're going to keep qualifying for the Champions League. Then once that stadium is built and paid off, now we are going to put money in, and our job is not to get back to just getting Champions League football. What you told us is we're going to be there competing, right? Now, if Arsenal finish 4 seasons in a row at second, no problem. You have now got them back to where they were under Wenger, where they're just qualifying for Champions League football every season, right?
Yeah.
That is not the whole reason for that stadium was to take them the level above where they were before, right? So it's simple. If they don't sack him after 4 seasons in a row at second,
with a team like that,
and sorry, the main thing is, right, is that if they finish second 4 seasons in a row, then there's going to be players in this squad, players like Saliba is a perfect example that will go, do you know what? I've tried. I've been here for 4 seasons, second every time. He'll be gone, right? Because there's players like that. They won't just stay there forever. Like, and it starts becoming a real fucking, a thing in everyone's head.
Yeah.
Like we already know that. They're going into this season. Arsenal get into a title race, back end of the season against Liverpool and City. It's in their head. We're not going to win this. It's in their head already.
What's happening to the Zubamendi deal? Nothing.
Oh, I saw that earlier on, actually. I saw something that it collapsed again.
No, it was who is it? Defensive Central? Is it some garbage? They're just trying to spout nonsense. In my opinion, I looked it up and I looked at the link and saw the outlet. I was like, Defensive Central, are you mad? Who are these? Just because they got websites, like fuck off with that.
But if it is him holding this up, yeah, would you want a player that is this indecisive?
I don't. Not for me. I think, and also, this is what I say. Look at how long it took to get Zubamendi over the line. Now, why would you want to go and chase Nico Williams?
Yeah,
It's going to take ages. And Chelsea, by the way, the same goes for you lot.
Do you know what? Can anyone else in here remember? I think this was when Liverpool. Yeah, it was. This wasn't when Arsenal were out after Zubimendi. It was last summer. Liverpool were after him, right?
Yeah.
And remember, an article, a report came out that he'd said he was sick of being linked with Premier League clubs, right?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm thinking the guy really don't want to fucking come to England deep down. Deep down, and maybe it's his missus, maybe it's his family, I don't know. Sometimes people actually just want to stay where they're from. But to me, it does seem like this guy don't want to, deep down, like if he's had ultimately Liverpool, Arsenal, and ain't there been another club in for him as well?
No idea.
City maybe a little bit. But if you've had these clubs all come in for him and you seem to be hesitating over it,
I'm going to be honest.
It does make you think, does he really want to, is he going to be happy here?
I'm going to be honest. I think it's media driven and it's all bollocks. I think he wants to go there. He's got Marino there, Erdegaard there. Like, bro, he's got teammates there. You know, he's got a Spanish coach that talks his language. Like,
I think deep down, though, he wants
deep down. I think a lot of players want better clubs than probably where they're at. But at this moment of time, none of them want you. I think for me, if I am I right when I say Sociedad asked to wait till the July the 1st?
Maybe. I think I might
because for the new final.
Yeah, maybe.
Am I correct in saying
I think someone's told us that. I've been on a show where
I swear they did, and I'm thinking like it makes sense if they want to lapse it over to then.
House at Paella in London.
So yeah, no, I don't. I think a lot of this is bullshit. I think he does want.
You don't get sleep. You don't get sleep at lunchtime in London. Actually, I do. To be fair.
Yeah, I think not rivals. I just think media is just driving something because it's bro. You know how easy it is to get clicks off Arsenal online just to. Arsenal fans or Man United fans mainly is so easy, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, the last thing, anyways, is the story of the day, lads, mate.
Oh fuck! Yeah,
sacked.
Ange is gone.
I
Big
mean,
flange.
Correct decision.
Is it the correct decision for you?
Yeah. Don't have your Ten Hag moment. Don't have it. Don't. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Look, you built a team for 2 years. This is your team. Yeah. Your training methods have got a load of man fucked off. You're getting people injured. That's a thing. That's a real thing. You won. Don't get me wrong. You won the trophy. Yeah, that's great. But your league form after 2 years has been nothing short of absolute diabolical shit. I can't say this. I can't. The difference is with Amorim. What about Amorim? I'm like, this is not his team. Like, at least you can say that a lot of these Man United players are scrubs. You look at a lot of them Tottenham players. I'm thinking you've got some good players, bro.
Yeah, there's two seasons in charge.
I'm sorry, but Spurs done the right thing.
He's won them a trophy, and you thank him for that.
Yeah.
But
I think with Thomas Frank as the leading candidate as it stands, and that's actually true.
Thomas, don't do it to yourself.
And Marco Silva.
Yeah, Thomas Frank, don't do it to yourself. Let fucking Marco. So, do you know what? I actually weirdly think that we've probably got a better chance of beating Tottenham with Thomas Frank in charge of it.
Maybe, yeah.
But I like Thomas Frank. I don't want Thomas Frank to go there.
Yeah. But anyways, I thought I'd just shine some light on that part. Zubimendi's too wishy-washy, too soft to move on from under his mum's apron, is what Anton is saying.
I mean, you better not be a Liverpool fan, by the way, talking of people not moving on from what their mum and dad tell them to do.
Damn. By the way, this is going to get redirected over to my stream. I'm going to do it for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. So if anyone wants to join the Discord, it's in the pinned. I'm pretty sure it's in the chat. If anyone wants to like the video quickly, amazing. If anyone wants to hear just some more waffle because got nothing else to do tonight, maybe jump over. It'll say
go over there and smash a like, no matter what.
Yeah, there you go. Love.